Mr. Guinta is recognized to close debate for the majority.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of this legislation, the Good Samaritan Assessment Act of 2016. This legislation simply directs the GAO to study state and local Good Samaritan laws that protect caregivers, law enforcement personnel, and to administer opioid overdose reversal drugs or devices, as well as those who contact emergency services providers in response to an overdose from civil or criminal liability. A Good Samaritan law offers legal protection to people who give reasonable assistance to those who are or who they believe to be injured, ill, or otherwise incapacitated. These laws vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, but generally they prevent an individual who has voluntarily helped the victim in distress from being successfully sued or prosecuted for wrongdoing. Their purpose is to keep people from being reluctant to help an individual in need for fear of legal repercussions. This legislation is crucial toward understanding which Good Samaritan laws are working well to provide a framework for others to follow. In my home state of New Hampshire, last year we had 430 people die from a drug-related overdose. The number continues to climb because the coroner's office has not concluded the autopsies from last year. Imagine a family member who is trying to grieve over their loved one who has the illness of addiction, and somebody stood over that body and was afraid to help. I think that this legislation is important, and I am glad that it is striking a bipartisan tone, because this is about saving lives. This is about providing assistance to those who are in moments of deepest despair in their life. And I work on this issue not just on behalf of my constituents and the 50,000 people across the country who have passed due to this sickness, but in the name of my friend Abby Lazat, who is a survivor, who is 8 months clean with a 6-month-old child, who testified at a hearing in New Hampshire about the possibility of success because she had somebody who assisted her. This addiction has ripped the country apart. We have an obligation as a Congress to act, and I'm so pleased with the leadership of Chairman Goodlatte and so many Republicans and Democrats who have shared the same hope and understanding that life is worth fighting for. So I urge my colleagues to support this legislation. I appreciate the committee's work, the chairman's work, the bipartisan work, and I'd yield back.